Well, here we are at the end of our last study. I want to thank those of you who have led groups and discussions. I really appreciate the fact that you've taken the time and energy of putting your best effort into helping all of us gain clarity on these really important questions that Christians are asking in the age of COVID. You know, why do I need to go to church when I can just watch it like a TV show? Why do I need to have a relationship with God? Why do I need to pursue deepening my relationship with God? Why do I need to be in a group? And today, for our session, we're talking about our final one. That's why do I need to serve in the church? So you're going to notice that I'm wearing a North Face jacket, and I've got these two poles. And if you've heard me for any length of time, you know that I love to go hiking. Just at the end of the summer, our family was in Glacier. That trip had gotten postponed for years and years, and finally we were able to do that. We love going out west hiking. I love hiking here locally. It doesn't have to be out west. I just love it because of what I experience when I do it, not because I'm very good at it. And so the funny thing is, these are like one of the best. These are black diamond graphite sticks. They are collapsible. They're one of the best sticks you can buy. And anyway, I have them. I have the best sticks. I have the best jacket. I noticed I have these that were left over from our most recent trip in Glacier. They are salt stick fast chews. In other words, about every 20 minutes, I'm chewing on one of these supplemental energy electrolyte tablets in order to do that. So our last hike when we were in Glacier, it was 8 miles. It was in the mountains, and we were scared of bears the whole entire time. And the reason I'm telling you this is I don't like hiking because I'm good at it. I'm not like the kid in that video a couple weeks ago. It's not like I'm this natural, high-performing outdoors ultra athlete or anything like that. I mean, it takes the best jacket, the best sticks, electrolyte tablets, that sort of thing for me just to get up to that point where other people do it naturally. And the reason I'm sharing you this is a lot of people have this understanding that in order to serve in the local church, they just have to be great. Like, you're going to have to be this great teacher or this great small group leader. I'm going to have to be this people person in order to be a greeter. And the fact of the matter is, nowhere in Scripture do we see a list of qualifications based on whether you are the best at something or not. Sunday, we looked at a scripture verse that talked about how everybody is given different kinds of gifts, and yours might be tantamount to 5 bags of gold, and mine may be tantamount to 1 bag of gold. But the fact of the matter is, whether you have 5 bags or 1 bag, I need to be using my gifts and abilities to serve people in the local church. And so hopefully you get my hiking illustration to get motivation to do that. So here's the question I want you to wrestle with. Are you willing, as we talked about in the passage on Sunday, are you willing to consider yourself a slave of Christ? I understand the American antebellum connotation with that and all the baggage that goes with that. But Jesus used that illustration for a reason, that image for a reason. When we view ourselves as being owned by Christ, as being then loved mercifully as Christ, and then we see the person that owns us going out and serving people as a slave, it says in Mark chapter 10, verse 45, that he didn't come to be served, but to serve, and he uses the word slave, but to be a slave for many. Now, if he's willing to be a slave, and I'm his slave, am I willing to be a slave for other people like Jesus was? And so that's really the question. And so it's not, do I have the time? Do I have the energy? We talked on Sunday about how serving, when we're doing it with our whole heart, it gives us life, it gives us energy, it gives us connection, it makes us grow spiritually. But even when that doesn't happen, even when you want to phone in sick because you're serving in the nursery, you're serving in the parking crew, you're serving in setup and tear down, are you willing to serve even when you feel like a slave, even when it's not the most opportune time? That to me is the backbone of serving in the local church. If we do it from the motivation of, I'm going to get something out of it, it's going to make me feel good, you're going to do it for a few weeks and you're going to quit. But if we do it because we see that our identity is, we identify ourselves as a slave of the one who became a human being and acted like a slave, it's life-changing. Love you guys. Chew on that. And again, I look forward to the great things that God's going to continue to do in your lives as we make these mental shifts about the questions that people are asking. Love you. Take care.